Welcome to week 52 of the 52-week Art Journal Journey. I'm Melinda, and I'm here to encourage you to reclaim your creativity and establish a healthy habit of creative self-care. This final week of this year and this particular journey, we are taking a look back and making choices about moving forward. There were so many ways I thought about approaching this week. And first, I want to talk to everyone who has had a hard year, who just want 2023 to be over. Revisiting words upon words is perfect to process some of the things that have tied us in knots. Even if your 2023 has been pretty decent, I know there are things that weren't so great. You can use those or any type of events or feelings of the year. We start by writing. Just jump in and write what comes to mind when you look back over the past year. You can choose the area which you will cover with your writing. And when you have come to the end of that block of writing, simply turn your art journal a quarter turn and write right across what you already wrote. When you reach the end again, turn it a quarter turn again. And do that 4 times. And if you still have words that need to be expressed, feel free to fill in any gaps you see or start another page. I love how words upon words can take words that were maybe kind of ugly, words that we need to express, but we don't necessarily want to ever read again. And we can write them not only in such a way that they'll never be read again, it also creates an interesting bit of small art. But we don't have to stop there. We can look ahead, or at least think ahead, to things we would like to do or feel in the coming year. You can look for shapes within the little pieces of things that used to be words, or you can just start coloring over them. It will give you an interesting, sometimes stained glass or mosaic look to your final piece. Because although the past doesn't change and our futures don't obliterate some of the pain of the past, time does soften edges. And whatever we've been through, we are still here. And there can be beauty in life, in us, in broken pieces. Another artistic way to deal with feelings and thoughts we want to express but keep private is Asemic writing. Use your feelings and thoughts to inform the way your pen or brush moves. But what makes Asemic writing, it looks like writing, but there is no literal meaning. These could be unpleasant or pleasant thoughts and feelings. Either way, you end up with something beautiful. And this week, you can color with colors you'd like to feel in the coming year. You can also use lines to express the year you've had. Maybe things have been steep and you've climbed. There have been ups and downs. Some may have been rapid and disorienting or jagged. Feel your way back through your year and express the feelings and experiences with lines. There are several video prompts you may have seen this year that would have given you an idea of where we are going next. We're also back to how time can soften painfully sharp edges. We can relax into softening the harsh points of our past year with the neurographic softening of the sharp corners I so enjoy. This week's art is all about you. All about you as you wrap up a year and prepare for the next. Another option is going through old magazines for words and images that express the year that is on its way out. Fill up a page for 2023, then do the same with words and images of things you'd like to do, try, experience, accomplish, feel, or even let go of. in your upcoming year. This final prompt was going to be about ending strong and moving forward, committed to taking regular time for creative self-care. But I'm not feeling all gung-ho, and maybe you aren't either. Although I'm still all about regularly making art and practicing creative self-care and encouraging you to do so, I'm also not feeling particularly strong. I'm not running at everything left that I feel I should have accomplished with all my energy, because I don't have that much energy. And that's okay. I'm accepting that it's okay to not feel strong this final week of 2023. It's okay to be mellow about art making this week. It's okay for us to admit if we're tired. Whether or not you are excited to see what 2024 holds, whether you're feeling energetic or overwhelmed or anywhere in between, we can all accept that taking the time for creative self-care is important. It's not a chore. It's not just one more thing to try to fit into an overly full schedule. But, as I mentioned in last week's video, it's a gift. It's a gift that, yes, we give ourselves, but it also benefits others, like the oxygen mask on the plane thing. For those of us wired for art making art can be the right kind of self-care. We are all wired for our own type of creativity, made in the image of the Creator. We can't be as healthy as we could be if we're not regularly exercising our creativity in ways that are enjoyable and meaningful. Committing to making art every day as part of the 2022 100-day project was transformative for me. It's why there is a 52-week art journal journey. I need to share what I have found with others. I'm not much of a New Year's resolution type of person, but it's never a bad time to commit to establish a healthy habit of creative self-care. The end of the year is a good time to step back and assess and consider where we'd like to be by the end of next year. Practicing regular creative self-care art making can help you feel more stable. It can give you more peace and confidence and help you be more fully who you are. I can say this because I experienced it. I experience it. Despite how balancing and beneficial I knew it could be, I gave up regular art making for years. There was always something that seemed more important. I had to have an excuse or a seemingly good enough reason to take the time. But making art isn't a waste of time. It's safe and useful antidepressant and anti-anxiety treatment. It calms and strengthens our minds. It nourishes our souls. If you're excited or at least optimistic, or even wanting to feel optimistic about creative self-care art making in the years to come, take a moment to comment below and let me know where you are on your art making journey. Give a thumbs up if you are ready to make creative self-care a priority, and subscribe to keep up to date with new videos. It may be the last week of the 52-week art journal journey, but this is your invitation to join me next week and every week for a new creative self-care prompt. It's never too late to reclaim your creativity. It's never too late to get into or back into a habit of creative self-care art making. If you decide to share art inspired by my prompts to encourage others to reclaim their creativity and practice creative self-care, tag me. I would love to see your creativity. My creative self-care handle is Better with Art, better.with.art. Follow the link in the description to follow, and sign up for emails that take the prompts a little bit further. You will also receive a link to the small but slowly growing, private, and encouraging Better with Art Facebook group. Thank you for showing up and continuing through to the end of this video. I so appreciate the opportunity to encourage you to reclaim your creativity and establish a healthy habit of creative self-care. Come back and see me each week for creative self-care inspiration. And if prioritizing creative self-care is your New Year's resolution, if it is your intention, your goal for 2024, I am here to encourage you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and to comment below with where you are on your creative self-care art making journey.